Precious people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian God pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Professor Stephen Azar has actually reacted to letter showing how President Nana Akufo handled his petition for Chief Justice Tokuno's removal. US-based Ghanaian lawyer and scholar Professor Stephen Azar, widely known as Azar, has reacted to newly revealed details about how former President Nana Akufo handled his 2024 petition seeking the removal of the Chief Justice of the Federation, Justice Tokuno. The details contained in letter the former president wrote to his Council of State shows that ex-president Nana Akufo dismissed the petition after receiving a response from the Chief Justice, which he then forwarded to the council without hearing from Azar himself. And he has actually come out to give his own reactions that has got people talking, some criticizing, some commending, and some condemning it. In a post shared on X on April 16, 2025, Azar stated that Akufo's decision to send the Chief Justice response to the Council of State without granting him the opportunity to respond was very, very, very wrong. Like, it was wrong of the ex-president to actually proceed or respond to the Council of State without granting him the opportunity to actually respond. He argued that the action violated the Article 146, subsection 6 of the 1992 Constitution, which outlines a two-stage process for the removal of the Chief Justice: the filtered phase, initial screening, and the forum phase, full inquiry. He emphasized that the filtered phase does not require the President to solicit a response from the Chief Justice and to send it to the Council of the State. The filtered phase, led by the President in consultation with the Council of State, is a threshold screening mechanism. Its purpose is to determine, based solely on the petition, whether a preferential case exists. Now, what he's actually pulling out is that things should be done the right way, like the normal way, and not just done anyhow. If such case is found, the matter proceeds to the forum phase, a full inquiry conducted by a specially constituted committee. At this stage, both parties are given the opportunity to present evidence, confront each other, and be heard in accordance with the demand of natural justice. He wrote. He's actually being fair enough and actually calling for things to be done appropriately and not jobs to be done the way people feel, like out of emotion or petition or any other thing. And he wrote, he said, the academic added that the former president should have shared the Chief Justice response with him and allowed him an opportunity to defend his petition before dismissing it. What he should have is more troubling, he said, was that Akufo did not disclose, either in private or in public, released decision that the Chief Justice have submitted a response to the petition. More disconcerting is that in his publicly released decision, the President made no mention whatsoever of having received such a response. This was not a trivial omission. It concealed a procedure choice that has significant implications for fairness. And this is actually the background. In December 2024, President Nana Akufo threw out Azar's petition for the removal of the Chief Justice Tokuno, stating that it had no basis. However, a leaked letter, which was recently shared by the majority leader of the parliament, Mahama, on social media, showed that Akufo had stated the required legal process for the removal of the Chief Justice. It was indicated that in the letter that Akufo had asked Chief Justice to respond to the petition for her removal. The Chief Justice responded to the petition, and the former president forwarded the response to the Council of State and their consideration. I write further to my letter dated December 18th, 2024 to you, forwarding a copy of the petition dated December 17th, 2024 from one petition Professor Stephen Azar, known as Azar, by a letter dated 20th December 2024. I forwarded a copy of the petition to the Chief Justice in line with the rules of natural justice and the right to a fair hearing for the response to the allegations made against her and the petition. By a letter dated December 23rd, 2024, the Chief Justice submitted the response to the petition together with supporting evidence and hereby forwarded a copy of the Chief Justice response and supporting documents to your consideration. Part of the letter reads: Addo. In any constitutional democracy, due process is not a luxury, it is a bedrock of legitimate governance. Central to that due process of Addo autonomous patem, hear the other side. The Constitution rightly invokes this principle in Article 146, subsection 6, which outlines the process for the removal of the Chief Justice. It does so by establishing two distinct phases, a filter phase and a forum phase. The filter phase, led by the President in consolidation in the Council of State, is a threshold screening mechanism. The purpose for the determination based solely on the petition whether a prima facie at least exists. If such case is found, the matter proceeds to the forum, a full inquiry conducted by a special constitution committee. At that stage, both parties are given the opportunity to present evidence, confront each other, and heard in accordance with the demands of natural justice. But recent events raise a troubling question: who exactly is the other side, the filter phrase? I recently submitted a petition for the removal of the Chief Justice consisting with the Constitution design. I expected the President and the Council of Elders to assess the petition based on its content, nothing more. The filter, I understood, was not a forum for adjoining disputed facts or entertaining private defense. However, I have now discovered that the President elicited a response from the Chief Justice before concluding that no prima facie case existed. More concern is that his publicly released decision. The President made no mention whatever of the having issues in such response. At the very least, I should have given a copy of the response. I should have had the benefit of reading it, understanding it, and if necessary, responding to it. That's the bare minimum the rule of natural justice requires. Without that opportunity, I was denied a voice in the conversation that decided the fate of my petition. Had I seen the response, I might have challenged the reasoning of the President or the Council of State, or exposed inaccuracy or contradiction in the Chief Justice defense, but I was never given the chance. Let me be clear, this is not about reversing what happened in my case. I do not raise the issue to seek a prudential fix for a past injustice. Rather, I raise it to prompt a serious consideration of how we structure and execute the Article 146 process going forward. If the Constitution is to be a living instrument, then its application must evolve to reflect not just formal legality, but fairness, balance, and transparency. We must be honest about the risk of process that permits secret rebuttal, disclosed defense, and dissemination made in the dark. If the President chooses to receive and rely on the jury's response to the filter stage, then the petitioner must, under the same principle of natural justice, be entitled to see and respond to that reply. That said, I still maintain that the Constitution does not require the President to hear from the Chief Justice at the presidential stage at all. The better reading is that a President and the Council of State must focus on the four corners of the petition alone. The forum phase, where both parties are given equal footing and the chance to confront one another, is where natural justice finds its fullest expression. The theater is a screen, not a courtroom. It is not against natural justice to return or refrain from hearing from the Chief Justice during the theater space, because that phase is not designed to fact and determine guilty, but mainly to assess whether the allegation is true, warrant further inquiry, and objective that can be achieved fairly by examining the facts of the petition alone. If we can interpret the filter as a forum, then we must be fair for the parties. Otherwise, we risk creating a process that protects the powerful while sidelining the citizens. A process that seeks exclusion in the gap of legal proceedings. We can do better. We must do better. Let us not wait for more petitions and more procedural injustice before we reimagine a petition process that truly serves the Constitution, respects both parties, and honors the fundamental demands of justice. Because justice must not only be done, but it must be done fairly, openly, and from all sides. You've actually heard from him. You've seen where his query, his reactions is actually coming from, and why he feels it is necessary to be fair in whatever you're doing. Please do well to like, comment, and follow. Put on the notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.